Hey YouTube, what's up? How is everybody doing today? I hope your days are going good and your lives are going even better than that. We are going to jump into the band known as To The Grave with a song called Wastage. They are deathcore from what I can tell, as it was a recommended suggestion from the title. Like, it's just a related band to this band type shit, so I'm assuming it's deathcore. So I forgot to switch my headphones. I'm literally using my clothes, which is like strange for me to record with. I don't know how I sound. Like, if I sound like I can barely understand what I'm saying, that's probably because I can't. I'm too lazy to switch them out now, so fuck it. Let's just jump into this. This is not what I was expecting. It sounds so light for what it is, but let's hope I'm wrong. That it's light. That if this is just a build up. But let's go. Let's see. Ooh, shit. That was kind of a bad moment to pause. That intro was interesting, to say the very least. It was quite light compared to what I'm used to. Like, in terms of the energy to start off. But I guess it's kind of nice to start off that way. I guess Lorna Shore did the similar thing that I did yesterday. But we're going to jump into lyrics. We're going to see how shit is going. Not just pausing for fucking copyright or whatever bullshit people try to come up with. You know, in person, like, you paused too much or some crazy ass shit, I don't know, it just seems strange to me. Like, why would you just watch somebody watch the song and then, like, I could just go watch the fucking song for myself, but still. Wastage, I see weakness, I hear pathetic excuses, I see a misplaced pride in being a human, a species hell-bent on delusion. So exactly, the wastage is literally being that we're about the human race in general being having a lot of wastage, that we waste our potentials a lot. That there's a lot of weakness, there's a lot of excuses, there's a lot of misplaced pride in being actually human, as we're such a fucked up species to begin with, and we're held out on delusion, whether that be God or being ourselves to be better than others, or many other different ways you could potentially imagine it. It's just like, I don't know, being human is kind of overrated. It's really stressful. It can be really destructive. And in my case, it's extremely painful because of obvious conditions that I've spoken about in previous videos. I see weakness. I hear pathetic excuses. I see misplaced pride in being human. Walking advertisements for abortion. Hang your heads in shame. As in, literally, like, the song is literally such a fucking... It's going to be a brutal fucking punch in the face by the looks of it. Walking advertisements for abortion, that's fucking insane lyrics. That's just like people, they find people so fucking, like, bad, stupid, whatever, that they're just basically walking advertisements for getting an abortion. There's literal, like, insanity in terms of lyric writing. That's awesome. Some of the best lyrics I've read in a long time, actually, in terms of just pure fucking violence. My hatred for you, above all, it knows no bounds, and it grows every nightfall. If I got close enough, I would gladly gut them all, spill their blood, and paint red those white walls. So, my hatred for you, above all, it knows no bounds, and it grows every nightfall. Like, so, even though he hates the entirety of the human race in general, that one person he hates above every other fucking person in the world. And it knows no bounds. the mountain are limitless. There is like, and it grows and it keeps growing endlessly every single day that passes. And if he got closer, he'll gladly gut every single person and spill, or he'll gladly gut that person above all, and spill their blood and paint these white walls. The white walls could mean that he's in an insane asylum or something to that degree anyway. Either way, man. Let's keep going. I don't want to pause it, but I gotta pause it. Oh man, it wasn't quite a breakdown, but it was so fucking cool just to listen to that. That was insanity. I completely forgot to do that line right here. This one right here. I completely forgot to actually do it, but still. Oh shit, you cunts are repulsive. You've gotten on my nerves. In case you hadn't noticed, there's not a single thing to be proud of. Stop the celebrations. I've lost my patience with the disgrace that stops the nation. You are nothing but oxygen wasted. And it depends who the person he's talking about. Like, it could basically mean any person, whoever fucking disgusts you above every other person you've ever known in your fucking life. Then it could really just kind of like make its way upwards and just explain it in terms of like, I don't know, like a person who fucking destroyed a part of your life or fucking got you fired, or you know, whatever kind of crazy shit. Could even be a politician or somebody that legitimately fucked up your life because of taxes or other shit. It could be any number of fucking reasons. It's just a fucking song that you could do when you're just in that kind of headspace where you just want to fuck some person, body, whatever the fuck you want to do it. If you're not listening, then read my lips. I hope you know that you make me sick. If they could form a religion, we would be the devil to them. So yeah. If you're not listening, then literally read my lips. That's kind of self-explanatory. I hope you know that you make me sick. Also self-explanatory. If they could form a religion, like I'm guessing it's a group of people or something like that, we would be the devil to them. As in, like, those people, the dude growling, whatever, like us as like a whole collective of like deathcore listeners, I would imagine. We would be the devil to them. Disdain for the human race, for the fucking mess that it makes. Let's see you place your bets with broken necks, you selfish vermin, you selfish animals. As to their disdain for the human race, definitely. I have a lot of disdain for a lot of the human race and what we do, like collectively, as like a group. And the mess that it makes, like the whole planet, everything fucking getting destroyed, everything coming to flood us, and just like the whole planet just suffering, and all the animals suffering because of all the shit that we do. And yeah, next time, self-explanatory. And of course, we are selfish animals because we are, in our very nature, animals. Not that many of us will admit it, but that's where we boil down to in our fucking nature. Animals is who we are. That's what we do. It's just one of those things we are. And because we don't see it that way, because we see ourselves as better than that, that's why we're so fucking convoluted and so fucked up in so many different ways. A firing squad waits beyond the finish line, tendons slashed and forced to win the race. This is where morality goes to die. Are you not entertained? I don't remember where Are You Not Entertained from. I was gonna say 300, but it's not 300. I can't place it. I completely forgot the reference. But like, it's a very famous reference, and I'm so pissed off that I forgot it. But yeah, everything's basically self-explanatory. A firing squad waits beyond this finish line. The tendons are slashed and still forced to run that race to race up until the point where they're fucking stumbling and crashing and suffering and crawling to get to the end just for the firing squad. And this is where all morality goes to die. All morals are just thrown out the fucking window. There is no morals in this fucking shit. And are you not entertained? And still, let us keep going. What's coming? Something's coming. Something has to be coming. I know it's coming. I have no idea what the fuck is happening, but...
Is an understatement. You definitely humiliation.
Fucking sick, man. That was awesome. It was simple in terms of its message, but just the vocal techniques and everything else used, and it was fucking awesome. Exterminate human beings, then we may finally achieve world peace. I know there's no finally in the lyrics, but basically, my thoughts. It's true, it's what I believe for a long time. Like, if you weren't on this planet, world peace would happen because there'd be no more conflict. Everything would begin to rebuild. Everything that we built would, in a couple of 100 years, would just be gone. It would be like covered in moss and leaves and grease, and in a few thousand years, there'll be no traces of us here at all. Just the bones buried underneath the dirt that covered us. It's just one of those things. And then, obviously, this one's done. Those two lines are already done, so we go to the silver platter. Life was handed to you and shoved down your throat and thrown where you belong. Frustration is an understatement. You'll die feeling humiliated. Fuck you all. As in, yeah. Like, compared to where a lot of people start back in the day, man, our life is basically silver platters that we're fucking handing it to you on. As we live luxury in most of the countries that we live in, especially places like Australia, the UK, America, etc., 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 all of the European, Western countries, even a lot of the Eastern countries, to be honest. Not all of them, but some of them. Like, a lot of us are very, very lucky and very, very fortunate to be where we are. It's not always a thing that happens. It's not always a thing that is for everybody. But the way that we just mistreat everything because everything we have is just given to us so easily that we've forgotten how to fight, how to appreciate the things that we have, and just to kind of make the world a better place, because we don't give a fuck as human beings. And so, yeah, don't try to comfort me. I'm allergic to human beings. Firing into the crowd just gives me room to fucking breathe. And yeah, that's basically self-explanatory, and it's just like, he doesn't even, like, they wouldn't even care about firing into a crowd. It's just like, who gives a fuck? When it's just like, why would you even give a shit? It's like, he needs that room just to fucking breathe around every single kind of person that just is following the crowd and that kind of shit. But still, you kind of get the idea, the gist of the song, right? Like, there's so many meanings you could take from this. There's so many different options, avenues you could really go down. It's just really up to you what you want to take from it. Personally, I'm going to review it as just a song of pure violence. Like, a song you want to listen to when you just want a bunch of fucking violence in your life and you just want to enjoy some anarchy for a bit. As it's nice to have that kind of deathcore that's pure anarchist styles of music, as that's what a lot of metal's foundations is based on. Anarchy and rebellion and, you know, that kind of shit, man. It's just one of those things. Besides it, like, his vocal techniques are sick, but I love his lows. His lows are so deep. Like, I'm just really, really, really want to kind of get my lows that deep at some point. It's going to be sick when I do. It's going to take me probably a couple of years to get there, but once I do, I'm so fucking like covering some shit with fucking deep growls and fucking highs when I get when I get but when I get my highest sorted and get my lowest sorted, man, it's gonna be so fucking sick. Either way, I hope you guys enjoyed, man. This was interesting. It's so weird to do talking with these headphones on. I can't hear a fucking word I'm saying, but still. Have a wonderful day, evening, or night, and I will catch you guys in the very next video. Until then, take it easy.